let's give it another 2 minutes. Usually we have a few more quick people.
Mm-hmm. Hi guys, whoever joining, thanks for joining.
Hi everybody.
Hey.
Nice meeting you all.
Hello.
I guess everybody is creating the keys to vote.
Let's see, we've got 14 participants. What do you say? Is it about time?
Let's start, maybe people will join. Hi Brandon, hi everyone. Hi Zurab.
Yes.
Hi everybody. Okay.
Hello.
All right. Welcome to our weekly podcast, our weekly live stream. Hello to everybody on YouTube. So I just want to, before I start, I want to let everybody know that we're also going to have a second version of this call in Russian tomorrow at 8 p.m. Moscow time, which is 7 p.m. Central European time. So for all Russian speakers who aren't following today's conversation, please join us tomorrow and we'll be here as well. With that, let me just sort of lay out the agenda for today's call. First of all, we're going to have Nikita Monahov, apologize for murdering your name, talk about FreeTON website features for contest submission and jury voting. Now, I know a lot of people have been writing about that, so today we're going to discuss that. There are some features that have been updated, and he'll discuss all the details. Second, we're going to talk about a validators contest, the specifications, which I know is also very important. And also third, and probably arguably most important, is the roadmap. So it's basically a strategically very important topic, which talks about how to finish the ton code per the original white paper, the FreeTON Roadmap. Both the validators contest specifications and the roadmap is going to be held by Mitya Goroshevsky, who you all are very familiar with. And after we're done with this, to all our YouTube viewers, please write your questions in the YouTube chat. And after everybody is finished, we're going to have a Q&A, as we usually do. And we'll try to answer as many of your questions as possible. So without further ado, Nikita, are you there?
Yes, hello everyone.
Hi, pleasure to have you. So I'll hand the floor over to you.
Okay, I will share the screen. Okay, can you see my window with the browser?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I will show you how we will vote for submissions in contests. You can see now a test contest, for example, now new test contest 1. It is a proposals page. For now, wait a sec. It is here in production. We already approved some contests, for example, this, and this. And now I will show you on test version how to see submissions. For example, this icon will appear when contest smart contract will be deployed. We can click it and go to live to see the page of contest smart contract. This is here. And then will be an icon with the submission list. Okay. For example, let's create a new submission. I'll have for this. Where is it? Let's copy a link, for example, to free. Wait a sec. Some discussion from forum. Okay. I don't know, any page. Okay, for now. Okay, let's load a file with the submission description. Then I need to enter my wallet address. Actually, the users will not have wallets with coins, but they must generate only their wallet address with the Tonos CLI utility, for example. So, okay, and insert it here. Okay, submission was created. We can see it here. Let's. It will be deployed later. Now it is manual operation, but later it will be deployed when the first vote will be submitted. For example, let's vote for some submission. If I'm a judge, I need to paste my seed phrase for voting here. Now you can enter word by word, or for now I will just paste it here. And let's wait for a while, maybe 10 seconds. What's the key? Yes. Okay, you can see just for now a little message here. Your vote has been cast. It means that you just voted. And all other judges must do the same. For now, I think that's all. Maybe any questions?
Yeah, let me a little bit clarify. So it should be very clear. So all the contest submissions that you have posted or not posted on the forum, you should. Can you come back to this?
I'm so sorry. Just
yes, you should go to FreeTON, and we will post an instruction. You should go to FreeTON /proposals and go to the contests that you want to participate in, and you will see the red wallet icon appears in front of the contest that is ready, and this add submission button, as you can see here. And you should click on this add submission and add your submission. In order to do that, please click on that. Yeah. In order to do that, of course, you will need a forum link to where your submission has been submitted to the forum. You just need to submit the PDF, and then you need to generate a mainnet wallet address. Well, basically, it's just a pair of keys for now, so it doesn't matter which mainnet or not, but you could do that through Ton OS CLI. And what I mean is that that will be your main wallet address once, and this address will actually be used for receiving the rewards. So, please take care of that, and, save your, seed phrase and so on. So generate your address, post it here, and submit. And only, of course, submissions that you submit to this page will be judged. So it's not enough just to have submission on the forum. You also need to go and submit it on proposals starting from today. The contest with the red wallet is, and the add submission is ready, and you will see that your submission has been in the submission list once you submit it. And only after we have, we will, of course, it will be improved further, but for now, we will just wait. I don't know. Anybody, what do you think? Let's get maybe 2 days, just an exception to submit, so people get used to this process. And so please move all your submissions from the forum to the submission page. Yeah, here is the list of submissions, so you can see if your submission has been added, and that's it. So once it will be there, then the votes will start and will be cast, and that will take some time. We have enormous amount of submissions, I think, which is great, but it will take some time to review them, obviously. So the judges it will take, you should be ready that it won't take a couple of days, because there are really a lot of very interesting submissions, and both in basically in every category, in every contest. So just be patient. We will update you, but I think it should be done within a week. I hope so. At least I will push everyone whatever I can to make it as fast as possible, the voting. And we will improve the website, so you will see also the vote. Right now, you don't see how many votes actually been submitted for each proposal, but we will improve the website, so you will see it in coming days, like tomorrow, after tomorrow, that will be improved further. So the transparency, but of course you can go and see the votes on the Ton Live. It's on mainnet. So yeah, that's the process currently, and we will explain to the judges separately how to actually create a vote. But it's also quite easy, and you can how to generate addresses and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you, Nikita. Thank you, Mitya. Let's do this. So let's just take, if anybody has a couple of questions.
I think Pasha has a question, I think.
Mitya, I think it is not that easy for not technical people to use CLI. Probably we can. What about just copying address from Surf? I mean, since Surf now works with only on testnet with Rubies, but address should be the same for the mainnet. So why not just copying address from there?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this: from the security standpoint, it's because you need to submit you need to submit just an address. Yeah, in terms of submission, it's not a problem. Yeah, you can use Surf, for example, to generate to just paste your address there. Yeah, I think it's fine, because we're not asking for any seed phrase for the submissions, so it's not there is no security problem with that. Only jury will need to pass their seed, and so for juries, it's not good to have the address that holds some funds. So just a wallet with little funds. That's fine.
Okay, does there has to be a few questions from the participants on the call. Let's get some. Who has a question? This can
It
be
would be good,
anyone.
Misha, if you could talk a little bit about the jury process. Like how are we going to select who the jury is going to be on each contest?
Every validator should nominate a jury member, and then you just pass the public key of the jury to the chat to Nikita, and basically. Well, actually, you don't need even to do that. And there's only 3 addresses that we needed for the proposal submission. So no, you just basically go to the website and Nikit, can I? I'm not sure if I'm doing that correctly. You should pass it to the chat. Yeah, you should pass it to the chat. This the pub key, and then you'll be able to vote.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Because
And
because only for pub keys that you nominate will be able to vote.
And one important thing that one who participates in contest cannot be a jury. Yes, that's right.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. So whoever, if you participate in some, like for example, Ton Labs is participating in SMV, so we're not going to nominate the judge there.
Yeah. So in other words, Brendan, if for instance, course 1 has a team member who's going to be on the jury, then that's one thing. If course 1 is actually proposing something or voting on it, or I'm sorry, is participating in it, then you don't get a jury member.
It seems a bit convoluted. So we're going to have to collect a public key for every validator for every proposal, right?
No, you
We
can
need to manually put.
No. You can have one key for a jury member if you nominate one jury member for all the proposals. If the jury members are different, then they should each has a key. Yeah. For now, it's like this complicated, but you know, that's because we still don't have the SMV smart contract, which is one of the contests. So,
okay. Yeah, no, I just don't want to be going back to Joe every week, like to get 3 or 4 more keys generated, right? So we can just get one key and just use that to vote on.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, just create a separate key. Don't use the key that you hold funds with.
Sure.
That's
and I assume this kind of pasting seeds into browsers is there a plan to get rid of that soon, or when's that likely to happen?
Well, as I said, it's for convenience actually. So once the SMV smart contract is ready, then the voting process is different. Of course, it's like we all vote from our
easier.
You know.
Okay. Sure.
From the wallet again, you will be able to vote from Ton CLI, or you can vote from Surf directly. You don't need to go to web page and vote there.
Okay.
Because there you actually vote with the funds already. So and everyone can vote, whoever has tokens of the mainnet. So.
Okay. Sure.
So like the winners of this contest who will get the mainnet tokens will be able to participate in the voting for next contest once the SMV contract is ready. That's the idea. To move that there as quickly as possible. Yeah.
So was that clear, Brendan?
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
Thanks.
Excellent. Anyone else have a question before we move on to the next topic? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next topic. So validators contest and the discussion of its specifications. Once again, Mita, the floor is yours.
Yeah, because it's quite technical, so I will talk today a lot, unfortunately.
We'll try to keep it in 15 minutes though, right?
Yeah, no, very quickly.
Okay.
So I would like to present the validators contest. There is one question I want to ask everyone now is, and I think Kostya, because I I didn't remember, tell you the truth, the winning prizes, but let me discuss what the idea how to actually create that. So the Validators contest will start on 3rd of June on Wednesday. And the election will start on the 10:31 UTC, and you need to participate in the elections to actually be able to participate in the in the contest from like first minute. Okay, and I will explain why it's important. The contest will run actually forever. It won't stop, at least for foreseeable future. But first 4 cycles, and the cycle is 9 validation cycles, is each cycle is more or less a week, approximately. So 9 validation cycles, each contest, and it will run ongoing, right? So first one, second one, third one, and fourth one will be on the ton.dev network, on the testnet network. And the rest of the contests will be on mainnet, starting from 4th cycle, okay, 5th cycle, sorry. So what's the, how it will gonna be? So we're creating a leaderboard on Ton Live. There will be a section on Ton Live, which will be ready maybe like in a couple of days. We will announce that separately. It doesn't matter that the contest will start, but the live board will be, the scoreboard will be, or leaderboard will be available a little bit later. But of course, you will see retroactively all. And the first 9 validation cycles will be contest mode will be normal validation. So you're just basically validating like you did before. Okay, it's network is like what it is, and so on. So what we are going to measure, and we're going to measure that all the time. That's the same metrics all the time. So metric number 1 is uptime, is basically the share of blocked signed by your validator. And if you have several nodes, you will have an average of all the nodes. The validator is determined by the validator key. So, and again, there will be an instruction on how to, again, which key you need exactly to submit. Now, well, oh, right, we kind of redo it, sorry. So you don't submit anything. It's actually, we just yesterday, we will actually take all the validators that are in the network now. Each of the validator will automatically get a funny name on the leaderboard, and here you go. So you will be counted if you're validating. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to submit your anything to the validation contest. If you have a validator, you will participate. And the second is a staking efficiency, and that is the amount of the funds that you have received, rewards. So, okay, so 4 weeks, 4 cycles. The second cycle, from the second cycle, we'll start the load the network. We'll start with like a normal but an increased load. On the 3rd, the network will be loaded like it will be high load. We will introduce the smart contract, special smart contracts that will emulate the high load of the still normal network activity. And on the 4th week, we will kill it with the network overload tests, and the contracts, smart contracts we're using for that. It's called Trinity smart contracts and Agent Smith smart contract. That's the basically the high load smart contracts that have been used in the previous testings of the testnet. And this will be very, very tough. I'm telling you, this will be extremely tough. The network will go to like around 100,000 transactions per second, and it will be very tough on your validator. So to win this is really, really hard. And so the prices for each cycle, I guess, again, Kostya, I would like to hear from everyone and from you. How do you think we should distribute that between all the four cycles? It's empty for now, so let's hear some proposals. And these prices then, what will happen next? So once, okay, after 4 of these cycles, then the winnings will be deployed into the depool smart contract for each validator. So each validator who has who had a winnings over the last 4 cycles on the testnet will get those winnings into the depool smart contracts locked there forever. And then you will be able to validate, all your winnings will be in this depool contract. You're going to validate with that. And the winnings of the rewards that you get for this validation will go to you. So of course the rewards are proportional and to your stake. So more you have won, more rewards you will have. But you will not be able to take that money out ever. So basically, what is happening is that the idea is that we subsidize your mining equipment and your mining stake, but you're getting only the rewards. So think about that as like if you would mine with proof of work, we would subsidize your equipment, and you would get the whatever the mining rewards. Like what you would do with the proof of work, you would buy an equipment for mining, and then the money that you spend on this equipment, it's basically almost like never recoverable. You only recover the rewards, and this is very important decentralization property, we believe, at least I believe, and we can discuss that. But basically, this is the idea. So the prices there should be quite high, I believe, for this contest, because whoever is winning that will get the rewards of that stake, not the stake itself. I think it's fair, but let's discuss. So this is the contest.
Okay, Mitya, I have a lot of questions.
Sure, I knew.
Yeah. So first one, the first question is about dates. I think we need to onboard people faster, and I mean to start like the sort of June. It's not so it's not what we can do. I mean that we need to give to know to everyone that this contest, for example, will be in a week or in a 2. Then everyone can prepare and to participate in each stage. Because if we will start tomorrow, it means that we can't onboard like as many validators as we want. For example, if we want 300, the goal is 300 validators. It will be very difficult. So I mean, maybe we can do it like in a week, not in the sort of June. What do you think about that?
I think we already have enough people who are waiting on the testnet. We have currently, let's see, we have currently 80 or 82, kind of around 80 validators. I don't think these people need to wait. They want to participate in the contest, and we need to start. And of course, everyone will be able to join next week or week after next, and so on. So I think 4 cycles that we have for the winning, and again, the prices first of all, I think there should be a lot in their prices, not just some small amounts, and they should go up with each round to the end. So I don't think we need to wait anymore. I think we're quite ready, and I think we also another week will not, like, we have 80 validators pretty stable for last week, so I don't think there will be many who will just join suddenly next 3 days or something.
My point is the same, so I will vote no for this proposal. Why? Because I disagree, and I think that we need at least week. Why? Because we need it's like, it's only a proposal now. We need to speak with everyone to vote for this proposal. It will take time, and we can't like launch the competition before we like made voting, for example. It will take a couple days, I mean, minimum, and it's the first point. The second point that people, I mean, who want to participate in this contest, they need to prepare. Even like these 80 validators, they need to spend some time and to understand that they will spend it on this contest. Okay, let's go to another point.
Kostya, let me add to that. I agree 100%. So we need to discuss, we need to put this into forum to get feedback from community. So Mitya, I think tomorrow it's unrealistic by any means. And there's no problem.
I don't care when to start it personally. I just think that there are a lot of people who are waiting for this. So.
Yeah, but again, I'm sure that there are people who are waiting and they didn't start Validator because
let's make the first cycle like 18.
Well, let's hear from others. Does anybody else have an idea? Does anybody else think the same? Does anybody? There are a lot of it.
I mean, what's the problem to start it like now and just prolong it for 1 week as a first cycle?
Because a lot of users, for a lot of validators who want to join, if they will miss the first stage, they understood that they will not be in the top, for example, if they want to compete, and it will demotivate them. They will not participate.
But excuse me, Kostya, but everyone knew that we are going to start the Validators contest this week. It's written last week.
Everybody in this room or everybody in the group, but what do you mean everybody? You can onboard some other communities, validators communities, who want also to participate, who want the conditions of their
I thought that we had all this time for that. No?
But we didn't have any conditions, and nobody knew about.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a particular view. I just thought that there is a community who is waiting for that, and I wanted to start something.
Yeah, and Mitya, other contests we put on the forum for some time and get feedback. So why this very important contest we should do in such a rush? Definitely need to get feedback on the forum.
Well, because we already agreed that there will be a validator contest, and the difference between that and
but without terms,
other...
I mean, it's not about the name of the contest, but it's about terms of the contest.
I think we had terms before.
Maybe
vaguely described.
Absolutely. Those terms quite different. So I think we should get feedback for sure. And as Kostya said, he will vote against that particular proposal in that way. So let's reach consensus.
It's only my vote, We have a lot of other guys here on the call. They can also tell what they think.
Yes, I think this is essential. If somebody else has a thought on this, please speak up.
Yeah, this is Brian from Chorus here. I agree with Konstantin overall. I think it's very difficult for us. It's a struggle to kind of participate and contribute as much in ton at the moment, because we think things are so rushed. The communication is very difficult to keep track of, and so like if this starts tomorrow, how well can we participate? How well can we? Like nobody else does it like that, and I do think it's important to.
Sorry, we lost you, Brian. I think no.
Brian,
make sure things are communicated with more nodes spent, like getting people along. Huh?
You disappeared for about 20 seconds, but I think we got the gist.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on a train at the moment.
That's okay.
But yeah, I think there's a trade-off here, right? You can say like, oh, we go as quickly as possible, like move. But when it's a decentralized community and various parties involved, that just doesn't work that well. And I think it's important to like communicate well so everybody's on board and moves together. And I think in the long run, that will get us better results.
So how about Monday, the 8th? And so we allow like 5 days, 6 days to discuss that on the forum. What do you think?
I think that's certainly better.
Yes, and also, you know, what is the idea of this contest? The main goal, you know, the main goal is to make network as decentralized as we can, you know, and it's one of the like most important part to onboard these validators, to assist these validators, to give them everyone the condition to participate. Also, it's not clear how are we going to make a KYC, for example, for the winners or not? For example, if it will be only one validator that will launch all this like 300 nodes, how you will know here? I mean, that it's not one company. So are we going to onboard this validators before the competition? Are we going to check the ID of these users? So a lot of questions, you know, and also, for example, you are right here that they will have a random funny name. I think that it will be cool if we will have an ID of this user's website. They can promote, for example, their validation service. It's a good point if they will find stakers for the future, if they promote their brand. And so it's a lot of things that we need to discuss on this contest. And so I think we need to have a final version of the contest, for example, we can try to achieve it now, you know, but we need to have a final. And then after we have the final version, maybe a week is a minimum like time that when we announce, when we publish it. So we will have the start of this competition. So we need to announce it in all media as we can, for example, CoinDesk, if it's possible, 4 o'clock and other. And we need as many participants as we can. Because
so you think that by 8 is not possible?
I don't know, Meetup. I think, for example, if we will do, for example, the final version in 2 days, so the week from 2 days, it will be the 11th. I can, you know, we and Brian and the other validators participate in different competition. And the biggest issue of this competition when they are not good prepared, you know. And for example, some validators post like bad posting about this competition when they have a lot of problems inside. And it's better to spend time because these guys who will spend time on the network, they will not sleep like all these days. Of course, they will be rewarded, but still we need to think about them and to make as prepared as we can. And so I think we can spend a couple of days on their, to finalize, to polish this proposal. And then in a week from this couple of days to advertise it, not to advertise, but to give everyone know. And if anyone want to participate, it's cool because then more people will join, then more bigger community we will have, then stronger the network will be.
May I make a proposal for the community now to just think about the possibility? How about we just solidify a time frame? So let's say 2 days from submission, discussion, 10 business days from there, the actual contest. Would anybody agree with that?
I think it's definitely too long. It's another 2 weeks, guys. I mean, that's time we don't have, really.
I don't mean specifically. I don't mean specifically for this competition. I mean in general.
Like 2 days for discussion. Okay, maybe a week after that, and we start, because we cannot just wait 2 weeks for.
Yeah, Mitchell, let's not fix it right now. Let's see how it goes. Let's put it on the forum, and we'll see what activity. Once everybody make their comment and we see that we get all opinions, then that's fine. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Let's.
I have some more topics, if you can, to discuss the proposal. So the other moment was to burn tokens in deep pools. I don't think it's a good idea to burn tokens. Maybe we don't know how to put them out, you know, from this deep pool. But we spoke with you about some vesting contract, because the idea, the initial idea was to have a vesting contract. This vesting contract will put tokens to deep pool, and then this vesting contract can, for example, unstake tokens, you know, and
yes, of course, yeah. The idea, I thought about that a lot about this vesting contracts, and the vesting contract stays for whoever has the vesting contracts. But for this contest, the idea is to continuously do that, like to continuously reward, create an additional reward for validators, and through that to promote this decentralization, because you will have a deep pools which will have a pretty big stake, should have a big stake, and this big stake is locked. So if you think about that for a moment, you will see the whole idea here is that the stakes and in the deep pools that will ensure that deep pools are running, right? And then you have a voting power, of course, and everything, but you won't be able to take that and just dump this on the market, even if it's say vesting. Yeah, we want to ensure that validators has invested into the network, like what you do with proof of work. If you buy today a farm of the mining farm or Bitcoin or whatever, it will cost you like a lot of money, and this lots of money that you has invested is actually what forms the monetary basis, if you want, for this network. How to create that in proof of stake? Just think about that. The validator cost is not enough. So I think, right? And what we create here is we create a clear incentive for someone to continuously validate going forward for years from now, not only for 12 months or 2 months, whatever, right?
Yeah, we should discuss it. I mean, but for example, if we speak about mining, you know that you buy equipment and then you buy new equipment like in 1 year or in 2 years. So
it's very hard to sell used mining equipment to you for any considerable time. Almost you get almost nothing.
Yeah, but you have new ASICs or you have some other stuff.
Exactly. And you're continuing to buy and to invest into this infrastructure. Here, you buy a server on AWS, which costs you $500, right? And then, you know, it's just not enough investment. And here, what we do with this contest, we subsidize the big investment, and in a way, we kind of separate we separate the money from the validation, which is one of the weakest points in proof of stake, actually. That's as I jokingly say, this is the more or less 1/3 of the of the security property of the proof of stake, less than proof of work is because of this, actually.
So you will have, like, for example, 200 or I don't know 100 accounts. I mean, validators accounts who will have like daily reward. I mean, so if they validate, they will have a profit. But the question is, can they move, for example, the signature later? If they can move the signature later, they can trade this deep pool to other.
No, they can't. They can.
If they can't, it's also no. It's not.
Of course, they can just move everything else to another validator for sure. That's not a problem. Yeah, but it can be a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so someone is buying that, right, or something. So then they can trade, of course, but it ensures that that you pass it to someone who also will see value in it.
Yeah, I mean that you will sell like this node, yes, to someone, and it will be the price, like the tokens price.
That's fine.
So yes, but why do you need to freeze tokens if you can sell it?
Because you can sell it, but you cannot dump it. Like you can sell it into another validator, who will only get this as a like the rewards from it. What you're saying is like that nobody is, but why would you not validate with a stake? Like you cannot move it to an exchange, for example, right?
Yes, I agree that if you will buy the deep pool, you need to validate. If you will not validate,
at least it will incentivize you to validate. We'll say.
Yeah,
right?
Yes. If you will cop the node, you will not receive the rewards, for example. Yes, or you
exactly.
Or
because you cannot do anything else with that, right? Except for selling it and validating with this. So.
Okay, well, we seem to be striking some sort of a consensus agreement between Mita and Konstantin.
Let's put it on the forum and let's discuss it there. So not to waste time right now.
Agree.
I can add that. I can add finally that it's really a very interesting proposal, and I agree with Mita that it stimulates validation. And I just want to add that we should not be stick to that figure which already was announced about 200,000 tokens.
Oh no, it should not be 200. I think it should be millions.
It should be more.
Here. Yeah, it should be much
absolutely.
more here. Yeah.
So in order to make that constant reward very significant, so we're not dependent on that number. And by the way, we can make a mix. So we can make something called in the pool and some reward which paid upfront. So it's not a problem. We can do whatever mix we think is reasonable and tractable for good validators.
Okay, I will put it on the forum and let's discuss it there.
One point.
And I will delete the.
But so this would mean the supply. I mean, that basically means. So what portion of the total supply of ton do you see going into this?
No, I don't think we should talk about like portions of the supply. Although, if we decide that this will be the only validators, way of receiving the validators pool, then it's 5%, a little less than 5%. But that's really not something I thought of discussing. Maybe we should start, because we can start any other contest anytime, right? We can start this contest, similar contest at any time, correct? So we can start with some smaller number. We don't need to put 5% of the total supply in this contest right now.
Mitya, I also want to add one point that we need to add special price for dashboards and for different analytics of winners, because, for example, we are now participating in the game of zones, and I mean, our team didn't sleep a couple of weeks, yes, and it was a lot of work that was done in like time.
Here it's a little bit easier, Kostya, because we have GraphQL actually like queries which you can use, and you can put a leaderboard. Anyone can do what Ton Live is going to do in like, I don't know, 1 day, maybe 2 days, and so you don't need to sleepless nights for the leaderboards.
Yeah, but you will see, for example, when you load the network, something will broke, or we will have find some bugs. So I mean, or you need to analyze who is the winner. So I mean,
of course, we should run like separate.
Simple. It looks like simple, but we need to, for example, I think we need to add special, maybe 10% of the reward pool or something like that, significant amount.
I think we should run on top of that. Yeah.
To for example, to write the blog post about this contest. I mean, about the results, because it's important to understand what is inside, you know, to run the dashboards, to find bugs, yes, and some. So we need to add some significant portion of this, like, work.
Okay, Kostya,
Yes.
let's do that. It's not a problem.
Okay, yeah, so I will write in the forum.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Perfect.
Mitya. Thank you for the proposal. I mean, the basis is a good one. I mean, and thank you for your time. But yeah, what we need to discuss.
Thanks, yeah, sure. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you. I'm just going to do this. I know we're running over, but I have to do it because this discussion obviously raised a lot of questions. Does anybody else just have a very specific question to this contest right now? If you do, please speak up.
Maybe we should move it to the forum, really.
We're moving it to the forum. Okay. All right. And the final one, roadmap. What does it mean to finish the ton code as per the original white paper? Go.
Thanks. And it's me again. So I will put that on the forum as well, but I just wanted to quickly get over that and maybe to really put some misperception about what ton code is and the state it is right now, and to discuss what it means to actually get it into the final. Let's say, when I say final, it means today I'm going to talk about only the original white paper and the code which has been delivered by C++ node, by Telegram, on the latest and last, as they claimed, release. So there is a huge amount of things which are not done yet and which are not to the original white paper specifications. It's not a work of 2 days. It's not a work of 2 weeks, and it's even not the work of 2 months. And whoever says otherwise is just don't understand what he's talking about. Okay, and let me go through this. And again, this is not the full roadmap of FreeTON. It's just a portion of the roadmap, which is to deal with completing the ton blockchain as per original specifications. So I'll go quickly on what is missing. Slashing conditions, not designed and not implemented in the code. There is a claim that has been added in the last release, but that's it. It's not implemented at all. Transaction split and merge is not implemented. Huge contracts are not supported. Security features missing, for example, hash calculations on virtual machine. No storage transactions are there. Vertical blocks not implemented as per original white paper. It's just a fork basically now. No new workchain support at all. We never saw any workchain added to the, try to do it. Try doing that. Now, because of that, as a consequence, the network throughput is a long way to the original promised throughput. It's not there yet. It's the fastest blockchain right now, yes, but it's not to the specifications of the original white paper. And try demonstrating that. Want to see that. There are design limitations preventing the higher throughput, actually. And again, whoever say, like this is, we will do the original ton, needs to deliver the original 1 million transactions per second, okay? Proxy and tunneling services are not designed or not implemented. So there is no garlic on onion routing in the code right now, despite the addition of the so-called, some code about ADNL tunnels, not fully implemented, and the routing is not there. So you cannot do the decentralized networking features we were talking about, and that there are in white paper. The code of C++ node is unstable. We know that. It's actually restarting, pretty, we know that, right? The network node and network diagnostics not existing, basically. And the most kind of important thing also to add to that, and there is no formal verification of system smart contracts. Like there is only one formally verified smart contract in Ton today, and it's multi-sig by Ton Labs. Actually, there are several versions of that, but it's all verified, formally verified. And there is no formal verification of any consensus or other protocols on this node. So we actually, and if someone thinks that the verification of these parts will not discover problems, I'm giving you 99% that it will be discovered right now. So it must be done, okay? So yeah, there are some of these tasks that are quite quickly and can be done quite easily. But some of these tasks are extremely complicated, extremely complicated. And this roadmap will take FreeTON community until the end of the year to complete just this part, just the part which is to bring it to the original specs. Now, there will be, like there are, the Ton Labs, of course, will do that, and will lead that with the Rust node implementation with all the features that I have just been said. And we will demonstrate by the end of the year 1 million transactions, hopefully. And that will be the final thing. But in order to do that, we will have to do a lot of additions to the current design. And there will, I just spoke with guys from Cyberway, who has committed to support the C++ node implementation in parallel as well. So we will have, we'll continue to support 2 nodes, one in Rust and one in C++, with all these features that needs to be done to bring it to the original specs design. On top of that, there is a huge roadmap, of course, on the what was not in the original white paper, but that's not the discussion right now. So, so that's really the statement. Again, I will put it to the forum. Please be aware, whoever is talking about completing Ton in words like everything has been ready, we just need here and there, we just need a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever. Just people just don't know what they're talking about, basically. So that's it. I wanted to say that. Again, that doesn't mean that it doesn't work. Again, that doesn't mean that it's somehow bad or inferior or anything like that. This is the fastest blockchain with the with absolutely astonishing great features right now. It's simply not yet to the original specs, because the original specs are putting the highest bar ever on any blockchain software so far. And to reach that, there is a lot of work need to be done here. So that's about it. That's what I want to say. Any questions?
Mitya, quick question from me. How much of this stuff in the roadmap we can actually push to the community to develop?
Well, everything that is here, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Everything that is here will be pushed to the community, and everything will go in a transparent manner in terms of like specifications, will be discussed, and the contest will be created for all these parts. I'm just saying that at least there are 2 teams that already confirmed their participation in that design, and even if nothing will happen, like nobody will do anything, it will be done nevertheless. But of course, we're welcoming all the community to participate in that effort. If you are a programmer or a developer who wants to participate, or you're a team of developers who want to participate as that, we would love to add your efforts to this very interesting, incredibly challenging work ahead.
Yeah, Mitya, it's not a lot,
We'll get to it then.
That's funny. Yeah.
So I see that like Cyberway is also committed, and I spoke with Andrei yesterday, and they should to make a full commitment. They should understand so how they will be paid, or because it's a lot of work still. Yes, if they will.
Well, through the contests, through the same mechanism that we have, of course, and we will allocate a lot of developers, obviously developers part to that to the realization of the roadmap. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean
we should. I mean, we should do that, right?
Yeah, I mean the core development. It's really complicated stuff, and I mean it's you need to spend like 3 months for one like hard fork, for example, or you need to. So it's like it's not. I mean, very.
There should not be any hard forks, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Well, actually, there might be one, if I think about that. Yeah, there might be one hard fork required in order to deliver all that. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, but maybe.
Okay, we're running over a little bit, but I also feel like this discussion is very important. Is there anybody else that has a question? Please pose it. Three, 2, 1.5. 1 1/4, 1. Okay, we're done.
I'll put it on the forum. Yeah.
Yes, let's discuss it on the forum. Mita, thank you very much. All right, much appreciated. All right, we're about to move into the Q&A section from YouTube. Just before that, I have to do this. I'm sorry. Please, guys, listen, there's a decentralized promotion contest. Write articles, write reviews, promote ton. Please go there. Please read it. Please do it. This, for me personally, because it's my baby, I think is very important. So there's a reward contest specifically for getting the word out in any way or manner that you can. Take a look at it and work with it. Thank you. I had to slip that. Okay, let's move to Q&A. Let's start with CM Roxburgh. Oh, by the way, I should just a little disclaimer. If I ask any questions that have already been answered, just scream done and I move on. Okay. Because
that's my job.
Yes, it is. So the question is quote unquote, your mainnet wallet address the same thing as your DevNet address?
If you use the same key and then they will deploy the same wallet address.
Mitya, I guess the question about Surf. I mean, that's what I said. I mean, many people will not be able to use CLI, so it should be very simple. Open your Surf with DevNet and Rubies, take address from there, and you'll have the same address on the mainnet.
Of course, if this contract code won't change meantime, but it should.
Come on, you should answer more precisely for people.
All right. Hang on, am I live? Yeah, I'm live. Okay. Hope that answered your question. Next.
Maybe I will clarify, just to make it very, very straight. If you have this address, okay, nobody else will ever be able to deploy the wallet to this address that you have on the net ton.dev to the mainnet. That is totally impossible, until of course, the quantum cryptography is there, quantum computer, sorry, is there. So. So it's in a way like you may not be able to use this address if you like lost something or if you don't understand how the wallet is generated or use another code, but it will be different. But nobody else will be able to use that address. So whatever you have on Surf, it's the address. If you put it on the main network, it will be your address. Okay, that's it.
Okay, great. Thank you. I have a question from Denaneo, rather, I think it's he's posted several times. Denaneo, I've seen your posts on the forum. Thank you for participating. So he's asking, let me see if I can decipher this part. Or if it is minimally modified version of another person's proposal, meaning if somebody else has made a proposal, correct me if I'm wrong, Denaneo, will consideration be given to the party that proposed the idea first? In other words, because in fact, it was possible to come on the last day of a contest, read all the ideas and collect one's best ideas from someone else's.
Okay, so before we fully develop that part of the submission that you saw today, obviously all the submissions went to the forum first. So we're talking only about this contests that they were submitted before today, because from now on, all the submissions should be done first or simultaneously the forum with the submission on the FreeTON website. So when you do that, then obviously we know who has submitted when. Everyone knows who has submitted when, and it's easy to see. The plagiat is possible, but okay, so there is a jury to review that. I think that's kind of, and we know. I mean, we have a forum, so the jury knows who submitted what and who submitted when, right?
Maybe
so
just
that's why we give it. Sorry, that's why we give a link to the forum on the
let's
submission.
name it again live. Let's just give everybody that link.
Oh, it's FreeTON/proposals, I think.
FreeTON.org
/proposals, and we will put a button. We just need to kind of finish putting the contest there. And today there will be a button on FreeTON.org which leads to that page.
Okay. Mikhail Hachlov says, is someone going to review or moderate submissions for a scam? ? Next, is there any way to report submissions? Do we have any rules or templates to submit a proposal? I think you answered part of that question.
Well, the forum is moderated, so the forum is moderated, and if someone made a proposal and the link to the forum on the proposal to the forum will be not existing, then the proposal will not be considered.
Katoshi Coins 2020 says, where can I find the submission page link? We just mentioned it. It was demonstrated. Who is the jury and how to nominate? We also covered that, I believe. Or let's.
Well, again, I mean, the currently whoever has tokens, which are validators currently, original validators, they will nominate one jury, but that system will only be there until we finalize the SMV smart contract, and then everyone who has tokens on the network will be able to vote for everything. That's how it will all work in the end. You just vote with your tokens. Of course, you get the tokens back after the vote, but you basically prove that you have tokens, vote with it, and then that's how the whole community will be governed, by the stakeholders voting proportionally.
Hope that answers your question. The next question is, how should an end user use a smart contract? It est, can surf be used for that purpose?
It is being used for that purpose right now. I mean, yeah, you can use definitely. You can use TonOS CLI. You can use any other wallet. Any wallet on Ton, any software on Ton is communicating with smart contracts in one way or another. But most of the softwares will communicate with only one smart contract, which is a, let's say, wallet smart contract. If you take a simple wallet, it will just communicate with a simple wallet smart contract. There are then browser like Surf, which can communicate with any more or less smart contract, or TonOS CLI, which also you can use to communicate with any smart contract.
Okay, just a off-wind question here. Can I become a validator today? That's from Alex Novikov.
Yeah, you can. Please.
Tell them how to do it.
Just join one of the validators group and ask that question, and there are hundreds of people there who will gladly answer that. I think.
We're having a lot of questions from Mikhail Hahlov. So he asks again, so tokens are only for validators for now, and only validators can submit contests? I think I read that right.
Well, for now, again, this is the token holders who initially are initial validators, and they are voting with their tokens right now for everything. And that's why we want these contests to go, and so we can distribute tokens through this contest so everyone else can also participate in the voting and the governing. And that's the idea, is to get it as quickly as possible, as I would say, as quickly as practically possible. Because again, there are things like which hard to do and takes some time to prepare. And that's, for example, so we have some contests that finish today. There will be a few days that jury will vote, so there will be winners there who will receive the tokens, and once they receive the tokens on the mainnet, they can participate in the governance again once the smart contracts are ready. So there is some stuff that need to be written. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
we're
trying. He wants to be a validator. He says, okay, perfect, I could create a validation node, but not, I haven't been approved yet, etc., etc.
There are enormous amount of submissions for validators actually right now. It's more and more. We have some international community joining in. Like there is a lot of Korean validators that joined right now. So the guys are just overwhelmed, I think. And you will get your tokens and you will be able to participate in the contest.
Okay, good. Again, Mikhail, you're the man here. Can I use wallet ID from DevNet to create with I'm assuming you wanted to say surf to post proposals. Wait, let me try to read.
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay, you got that. Okay, all right. Kokek says promotion and developers community or for anybody. No, that's not the developers community. That's for Mitya.
Which part? I mean,
he's asking is a promotion I'm gonna.
Oh, it's for everyone. Why developers?
It's
promotion.
Right. Yeah,
you can promote on the. I don't know.
Yeah,
billboards are fine. Like I want to see FreeTON billboard. Don't you want to see billboards? Why not?
I don't know if I want to see a FreeTON billboard. I think that crosses
in Arizona, somewhere in Arizona. No, I want the billboard in front of the SEC. I shouldn't say that. Sorry.
Don't say stuff like that. Have it on Times Square. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Somebody asks Nikita God, I'm sorry. Chaika says, what do you think about making a Ukrainian community? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Can you make one? Do it.
Why don't we have a Ukrainian community?
By the way, why don't we have a Ukrainian community? I would have figured that would have been
from Ukraine. What the hell, guys?
I would have figured that would have been like the second one. Instead, we have everybody else is stepping up.
And you're not. First should be first one. Why second one?
Yeah, absolutely. Katoshi Coins 2020 says, guys, another question. What about hardware specs for validator nodes?
Everything is there. Everything is there. You go to ton.dev on the repository in Ton Labs. You have it there. You have it on the forum. You have it in the chats. Just ask. That's everywhere.
Okay, one question I skipped over because let's do it. So Alex Novikov asks, I suspect that Mitya could be a main threat to distributed conception of FreeTON as he's forcibly pushing everybody else. I would first ask Alex what he means. I think before Mitya answers, I'm just going to say this. Not everybody is willing to speak. Okay, and believe me, we've tried. Everybody has a chance. Everybody who's part of the community, everybody who's part of the podcast, everybody has a chance to speak. But, you know, this is life, and some people don't want to speak. So I think maybe you're just interpreting it on a personal level. That's my feeling, but if not, please.
I just say, I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say. Like, guys, if you want me to shut up, I will shut up. I will not. I can.
No.
I don't need to participate in these meetings if you don't want me to. I mean, I have no problem with that.
Ron, let me add to that. So, for example, on that particular stream, we showed that people can disagree with Mitya, believe it or not.
Yeah, a lot of us do.
Yes, absolutely. And Mitya was alone who proposed that rush schedule, and everybody disagreed. So that's discussion. But of course, Mitya has a tremendous ability to work hard. So
yes, he does.
My contribution to answering that question could be that I think we need to engage a broad community to development of the core of the protocol, the roadmap that Mitya showed. So inviting the person who wrote that, as well as anybody else out there in the world, to join in and contribute to the core. I think this way we would move in the right direction. That would be my personal dream.
Yeah, and I've been saying this for a while. Look, guys, I mean, we would really appreciate if somebody, takes on some of this stuff, because we don't want to hear from 4 or 5 people. I don't want to hear myself speak anymore, to be honest with you. So, join the community, participate in contests, and we have one now, right? And we're going to have more that are going to be marketing focused, PR focused. We're working on them right now. So please, if you have a voice, get it done, and you're going to get you're going to get tokens for it. Simple as that.
Join in. I mean, come on.
One last question is coming in from Mikhail again. Can Meji? Oh, Mitya. I think he meant Mitya. Describe what free software. I'm assuming he wants to say what free software is and how it is different from open source. From his point of view.
There is a link actually on Free Software Foundation. There is exactly a link to the page which explains exactly the difference between the free software and the open source. Let's post it.
Let's post it in YouTube.
I will. Yeah, you can post it on the YouTube. I will make a. Okay, let me make a post on the forum. Actually, it's a very interesting topic, and but it's been explained not by me. I mean, it shouldn't be explained by me. There are people better than me to explain this, and the Free Software Foundation, which ton.dev is part of, is explaining that perfectly, the difference, and I will make a post with the links to that.
Okay. Well, look, I don't see any more questions coming in. I think we're done for this Tuesday. Like I said, I want to remind everybody that tomorrow at 8 p.m. or 2000, is that the way it's said? 2000 Moscow time, 1900 or 7 p.m. Central European time, there will be a similar podcast for the Russian-speaking community. And again, we'll see you next Tuesday. So thank you very much all for joining. Thank you for your questions, everybody. Thank you for participating.
Just a quick one from me again. So, I mean, it's going to be also Korean, Spanish, Italian speaking in other communities once the critical mass is achieved. So this is the first one. It's more of a pilot. I think Korean would be the next one because there are more than 700 participants already. So it's Russian is just a start, to be continued with the other languages. Just to
yes, I apologize. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you for reminding me. Long day, long night. We have, how many communities do we have now? We have Korean, we have, do we have Filipino already? I believe we do. We have Turkish, we have Malaysian, we have
African, I think.
African, I think we
Iranian,
have now.
I think.
Singapore, we have Singapore. Obviously, we have Spanish.
Malta, Israel.
Yes, Chinese, Meow Love, hi to you. We have, we're all over the place. Iranian, hello, Iran. We have everybody joining. So as time moves on, we're obviously going to have a lot more of these, and they're going to be in native languages. Everybody remember, we're literally less than a month old. So as time goes on, we're going to have a lot of different communities and a lot of different podcasts and a lot of different people from the community running those podcasts. But tomorrow, Rush. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And the more the merrier, please. This is another thing. If you have the ability to run a geographic community, a language-based community, if you have the ability to create documents, translate documents, we're going to be announcing another contest in just a little bit. Give us a few days, I think, maybe tops a week. We're going to have a contest for being able to translate everything into other languages, and it's going to be very fruitful in terms of tokens. So please, we welcome you. We're waiting for you. We need you. And on that note, unless anybody has anything else to say, I think we could wrap up.
Good day to everybody.
Great talking to you. Thanks a lot, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Bye now.
Bye.